So I don't know what I'm more surprised by. The idea that there's giant aliens running around Miami, or the idea that it took Kachuk this long to score 2 games straight. Also, we haven't seen the sun in 2 days. It's pouring rain outside. Fluffy hurt himself, can't get up the stairs, and now I have to sleep downstairs and can't even sleep in my own bed. What that means is Panthers better get 2 points, because despite the fact that we won 6 straight, the odds are I'd be in a pretty crabby-ass mood if they lose today.
We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime! We're hanging overtime!
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Alright, Panther fans, so we got, come on. There we go. We got the Avalanche today. Now, I just heard Kyle talking, we're streaming, and he says Barkov is out there in the full-on cage. So he was a game-time decision. I assume that means he's going to play if he's on the ice. What do we got? 8 minutes till puck drop. I guess he's playing. I don't know about Erod. He was a game-time decision as well. If he's not in, we did call up Mackie Samoskevich. So that's good news. If the kid can play and he gets into the game, it would be nice to see. Otherwise, we don't expect many lineup changes. At least those guys, there's nothing broken, right? Well, I mean, that's easy for me to say, like, right? Barkov's got to wear a cage, so something might be broken. I don't know. They're going to play, or at least Barkov's going to play. That's what matters. Now, I haven't seen anything about Bubba or to the effect that we're not playing Bubba, so we'll give Bubba his pregame pets and just assume that he's in. They canceled practice yesterday, so many of the regular updates that we would get, we did not get. Now, we won 6 straight, so what I always like to say is the more games in a row that you win, eventually your number's going to come due. It would not surprise me, Saturday afternoon matinee, the emotion of finally winning in Vegas, Barkov with a cage, you know, it would not surprise me if we dropped this game. And really, as long as we win again on Tuesday against St. Louis, if we drop this one, maybe we haven't been to overtime in a long time. It's been a while since we've been to overtime, and I'm just remembering now that I've been producing the recaps on my laptop because the computer's been giving me problems, and I have not transferred the Matthias We Are Going to Overtime segment to the laptop, so we can't go to overtime today. No overtime today, because I haven't fixed my computer yet. It's a mess, the whole thing. The computer's broken, the dog is hurt, I can't sleep in my own bed at night. It was supposed to snow all day. It's been raining. Why do I live in Maryland if we're not going to get snow for the St. Bernard, who's stuck downstairs? He could be outside laying in the snow. Instead, I had to drug him up with CBD, and he's sound asleep. He hurt his neck again. We need 2 points. I need another win. In fact, I take everything back about I said about we could lose. Forget that. I want 2. All right, so it's 3-0 Panthers after 1. Okay, so we'll take it. So Verhaeghe gets one on a beautiful pass from Kachuk. Kachuk goes behind the net. Boom, boom, boom. It's in the back of the net. And then Reinhart gets 2 more. I mean, I think it was one of them was off a deflection off a shot from Forsling. And so it's 3-0 now. Colorado's playing their backup goaltender, and you kind of get stuck there because if you're trying to rest your starter and it's 3-0 early, if you pull your backup, put starter back in, now your starter's going to basically have to play a whole game, and you still got to rest them. So at this point, I think they're just kind of, unless it gets completely out of hand, I think Colorado's just kind of stuck there. I mean, we look good. I wouldn't say that we're, like, overly dominating. We look good, but, we took advantage of their backup goalie. There's just no way to put it. The goals weren't bad. I can't believe we're winning this game 3-0. Bubba's made some nice saves. Cannot praise the goaltender. Barkov is out there in a full clear cage. Looks good. Rodriguez is out there, so Samoskevich does not draw in. And I can't even complain about that because Fort Line looks so good. Killed off a double minor. Barkov high-sticking Drew Bledsoe. It was a 4-minute power play, and we killed it off. And that whole Stenlin, Gadjevich, and Lockwood. The other thing is Lomberg is playing on the third line with Lundell and Luosterainen and Nick. I hate bitching about Nick Cousins. Because he was a big part of what we did last year, so there's an emotional attachment there. But Cousins should not get his job back. Not to Ryan Lomberg. If you're going to have Cousins or Lomberg play on the third line until you make a deal for somebody else, Lomberg far and away is the guy that should be on that third line. And to be honest with you, if you want to put Cousins back on the fourth or move him, him and Gadjevich back, put them back and forth. But in terms of until we make a move, if we make a move to bring in another top 9 winger and put him next to Lundell and Luosterainen, until we do that, it's not close. Lomberg should be there instead of Cousins. So we have so much depth that we don't know what to do. That's a beautiful thing. Let's move on to the second period. All right, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do we have a third? I was going to say a fourth quarter. Kyle's talking about Ravens and Steelers right now, so I almost screwed up. Boy, do we have a third period waiting to happen. So as quickly as we had a 3-0 lead in the first period, the Avalanche come back in the second period, and within like 5 minutes, it's tied 3-3. And we get one back. So we have the lead 4-3. So this has been a very even game with the exception of it being all one-sided at one point or another, either way. Colorado pulled their goalie, put Gordiev. I can never say his name. Off camera, I say it fine. Georgiev, right? Gordiev. They put their real goalie in. I give up on the guy's name. I've been trying for 2 years, 3 years to say his name. I can't get it out, so I give up. The only complaint I have, I'm not a big complaint about the referees, guy, but it does seem that they're calling every little extra possible thing they can on the Panthers and just like ignoring it when Tkachuk gets grabbed by his jersey and spun around when the puck's nowhere there. So there's that. Like I said, no overtime today. I don't want this. We need to finish this in regulation. Colorado's not bad though. I think they've had 4 power plays, so I hope, it would be nice if the Panthers could get one in the third period. I think there's going to be a lot of goals. What are we at? 4-3? There's 7 total. I would not be surprised if this game ends 6-5 at some point. Definitely, I don't want to jinx anything, but let's just say it wouldn't surprise me if we see this team again in June. Let's finish this off and get 2. All right, you know what we're doing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 points. And Sam Reinhart. I said it 3 times because he scored 3 times. He got the hat trick. What we do for hat tricks around here. Interestingly enough, I should actually bring this up. What I've done ever since the start of the channel, what I do for hat tricks is I take this hat and I try to throw the hat and have it land on the flash and hang over the camera. I've only successfully done it once, and it was not for a Panthers game. It was actually when Nathan McKinnon had a hat trick in the playoffs a few years ago. So I've never done it for a Panthers game. Reinhart, it shouldn't be that difficult, but it is. You got to get the hat hanging on the flash. Sammy, are you the guy? Are you the one that finally gets the appropriate celebration for a Florida Panthers hat trick? Oh, it dinked off the back. It dinked and doinked and it went right off the back. Damn it. All right. You just can't do nothing but clap for that effort. We get up 3, we give up the lead, but then we get that 4th goal. OEL gets that 4th goal, and you could just kind of feel the air come right back out of the arena. Like they're like, oh man, they gave everything they had. They get it tied 4-4, And then somehow the Panthers just decided we're going to just take this game over. I know the last two were empty net goals, but still 8-4 is 8-4. And we'll just take it all over the place. The Panthers have now won 7 straight. Reinhart has 28 goals. He got a hat trick. I think Verhaeghe had 2 because one was an empty net goal. Chucky got an empty net goal. Stenlund has his career high with 7 goals. I think they said that was Tkachuk's 200th goal. I think that's all of the things. I think this was Barkov's 700 game. I think that's it. I think that's it. And now we're tied for first place pending on what Boston and Tampa do later on tonight. The only bad news is Sam Bennett never came back for the third period. So it's Barkov, Lundell, Stenlund. And Stenlund got a goal. The Stenlund-Lomberg Luosterainen line looked pretty good. Every time Stenlund does well, and I mentioned it on Twitter, I'm told by people that I overestimate Kevin Stenlund, but he has 7 goals. And every time we need him, he plays a whale of a game. So hopefully Sam Bennett is okay. I know, like when Barkov gets hurt, a lot of times we feel confident he's going to come back. When Chucky gets hurt, it's like, well, as long as he has 2 arms and 2 legs, he'll be there. But with Bennett, let's hope it's not that groin again. Let's just hope it's not that groin again. Hopefully he had a bad taco, cut himself shaving, whatever, anything other than that groin again, because that usually takes him 2 weeks to a month to come back. So hopefully he's okay. Hopefully it was just precautionary. But look, Lundell is not Sam Bennett. Don't get me wrong. But Barkov, Lundell, Stenlund, it's not the end of the road. We could do pretty good. And if Bennett is out, I suppose at that point, well, no, you know what? With Bennett out, we still might not see Samoskevich, because you'd have to slot Lorentz into that 4th line to make up for Stenlund being at 3C. So I don't even think if Bennett is out, that doesn't get Samoskevich in. So Barkov, for the most part, took McKinnon's lunch today. All they want to talk about on Twitter is how McKinnon is the MVP and all of that. They completely ignore Sam Reinhart. They completely ignore Alexander Barkov. And that's fine. Keep doing that. Keep ignoring them. Keep downplaying those guys. Because I'm telling you, good things are coming. Now, Bubba didn't have his Vezina game tonight, but he made the saves, especially at the end of the game, when we need, not so much. I mean, we kind of dominated the third period, other than the 1 goal we gave up. But Bob did what we needed him to do, right? I mean, he wasn't bad, but that was probably the worst we've seen him play in a while. We get the 2 points. I assume we're going to see Stolars on Tuesday. So we get a couple of days off. Maybe that'll help Bennett come back. What else? So Barkov, Rodriguez, that whole top line is just out of their minds. Tkachuk, he pressed the button. He just pressed the button. Okay? I mean, he was looking a little bit better. In the last 3 games, especially the last 2, it's like he said, okay, I'm going to start playing again. And it's like last year's dude, right? So if we got last year's Tkachuk, I mean, with the way with the way Reinhart and Verhaeghe are scoring, you throw Tkachuk into that mix. That's great, scary good, considering how good the defense was playing. Now, defense didn't have the best night we've ever had. Tonight is what it is. And Colorado doesn't exactly suck. And 3 of those goals happened in 5 minutes. Kind of got away from us for a little bit. But we go into Vegas and we go into Colorado and we win both games. And I'm not saying the games weren't close, but it wasn't close, right? We won both games. What's that? 4-1 by 12-5. We went into Vegas and Colorado and won both games by a combined 7 goals. Come on now. Come on. Okay? You see what I'm saying? I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I feel good about this team. That's what I can say. And it's just so weird as a Panther fan. It's just like all of the decades is just like, well, maybe we can make the playoffs. Oh, look, we're 5 points out, but we have 2 games in hand. And where were we last year at this point? Like 8, 10, 12 points out, whatever it was in January. And Oh, my neighbors got their wood stove going. Oh, that smells so good. I'm easily distracted. So yeah, so we St. Louis. I hope we don't have a letdown in St. Louis. I think that ends the road trip. No, we have Dallas, don't we? I think we have Dallas after St. Louis. I think, or is St. Louis the 8 o'clock game? I can't remember. I can't remember. So point is hopefully we don't have a letdown. I mean, eventually we won 7 straight. Eventually, right? But we've won 12 in a row a couple times, right? We won 12 in a row in the President's Trophy season. We won 12 in a row. I think we won 13 that year. We won 12 in a row when Gallant, right? Right before he got fired, right? Whole different story there. So this team, I mean, we could only be in the middle of a win streak, right? Just don't get so far. No President's Trophy. You want to get the top seed in the conference? Fine. No President's Trophy. I don't want nothing to do with it. Okay? Just return to sender. If they try to give us that thing, just pack that thing right back up, go to Amazon, get a refund, the whole thing. Do not want it. Nothing to do with it. So, all right. Oh, so beautiful. I don't believe this. What a road. On the road, guys. On the road. One more time. At Vegas, at Colorado, 12-5. Who's got that DraftKings ticket? If you do, I could use some money because Fluffy needs extra CBD. If you went to DraftKings and put $100 on the Panthers to combine, win these 2 games 12-5, come on. I know you're loaded now. You can sense you can sense some. Jeez. All right, so that's going to do it for here today. Now, from now on, the reviews, for the most part, the reviews will be live at noon. I did the last one at noon because it was a late game. We had like 45, 50 people, and people were throwing money at me and saying, do them at noon because everybody can come at noon. So they're going to be at noon, except for when there's football. So tomorrow, Kyle and I are going to be doing a red zone stream of the 1 o'clock games on the football channel. So I'm going to do the review at 11 and not 12. So that gives me time because when I've been having some of the reviews have been close to an hour. So that gives me time to do the review, get some food, and then get live on the football channel at 1 o'clock. So right now we're going to be doing Texans Colts. Then tomorrow I got the review at 11. A red zone stream with Kyle on the 1 o'clock games. And then, of course, Dolphins, Bills tomorrow night. And then Monday I'm going to sleep. Right? That's what I'm going to have to do. So, all right. Big, fat, juicy, sweet potato pie. I don't know what I'm going to do because now every time we get sweet potato pie in the intermissions, Karen made a bunch of sweet potato pies for the holidays, and we've got a half a pie left. And that's probably going to be gone for the Dolphin game tomorrow. So, somehow, some way, I have to convince my girlfriend to keep Kyle and I stocked with homemade sweet potato pies. And I can't use any of my bedroom techniques because the dog can't get up the stairs, so I have to sleep downstairs in a recliner by myself. That's not going to be an easy... How am I going to do that? I don't know, maybe she'll be so glad I'm out of the bed. That ain't going to work. No, all right, I'll figure something out. We got to have more sweet potato pie. But then, I got to get working. I got to get to the gym if I'm going to eat sweet potato pie 4 times a week all year. Right? That can't work either. So, we'll see how it goes. All right, big fat 2 points. I'll see you guys. I'll probably see you before the recap's even up and out. So let me go do the rest of my job.